Sex Pistols. The Sex Pistols, my favorite European punk band. Excuse me, my nose stuffed up. So I feel like I made it very clear that I wasn't too familiar with the Sex Pistols before we started our journey. I really only knew about Sid Vicious and kind of his story and, everything that went into his death and everything. But I really wasn't too familiar with the Sex Pistols and their legacy. And we reacted to them a couple times, and boy, did we did we have a time. But to think that, it's so crazy, like, the Sex Pistols are kind of revered in rock and roll. But I say it's weird because it's like people don't. It's almost like they're ashamed to acknowledge it. Like, I don't know why, but like when I hear about bands who, in whatever shape or form, kind of revolutionized rock and roll, they acknowledge Sex Pistols, but it's never like, and maybe revered was the wrong word. They acknowledge Sex Pistols, but it's not. They don't talk about it the same way they talk about a AC/DC or a Metallica or a Zeppelin, But it's like, at least for the youth, particularly in Europe, like they had a similar kind of impact. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, this record is called Anarchy in the UK. And it has a music video. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been shocked to see like the music videos for Sex Pistol videos, even though it was like 70s, so I guess I shouldn't be that shocked. Music videos were pretty much a thing at that point, but I don't know, just seeing Sid Vicious and seeing them so young performing and everything is it's crazy. But I'm excited to see this, hear this. I do remember their style, so I know what to expect. Excuse me, I know what to expect. But I'm ready to hear it, man. Let's go.
Traffic line, your future dream is a shopping scheme, 'cause I wanna be anarchy in the city. To get what you want, I use the best, I use the rest, I use the enemy, I use anarchy, 'cause I wanna be
Anarchy. Yo, it is so crazy because it's like, I could only imagine parents in Europe, particularly in England, in the 70s, hearing this, seeing this. I mean, they must have thought their kids were like going mental, like oh my gosh. There's like, even in 2024 standards, just looking at this, like just seeing them, it just, oh, it looks like mayhem. It looks insane, but it's just the youth expressing themselves, you know. That's really all this is. That's all rock and roll has ever been. That's all hip hop has ever been. It's just the youth expressing themselves, in their own unique ways. It's crazy because like the vocals are so bad, but it's like it doesn't matter. This music is all about energy. It's all about energy. And if you can feel it, that's it. That's all that matters, is if you feel it. And in a weird way, again, I wouldn't just be randomly listening to this in my car. But I like it.
It's the only way to be.
Dog, like, what do you say when you see this? Like, again, I could only imagine people seeing this in the 70s, late 70s. Like, because in 2024, it looks insane. Oh, man. It was released as the band. Oh, it was their debut single, November 26, 1976, and was later featured on their album Nevermind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols. It was number 56 on the Rolling Stone magazine's list of 500 greatest songs of all time, and is included in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. See what I mean? Like, their legacy is all over rock and roll, but it's like people, I don't know, it's like it's just not acknowledged in the same way as those other bands. EMI Records. Sex Pistols manager Malcolm McLaren considered the song a call to arms to the kids who believed that rock and roll was taken away from them. It's a statement of self-rule, of ultimate independence. Okay. We'll go with it. Peaked at number 38 on the UK charts. Doesn't look like it did anything here in the States. So, for my own curiosity, for people who have the answers. This is a genuine question, and forgive my ignorance. What was, because it seems like everything that I read about the Sex Pistols, they weren't really acknowledged here in the States. Like, they weren't a thing. Like, and it seems like they didn't really blow up at all. Like, they were kind of like just this teen youth group that played at a lot of pubs and clubs catered to the youth in England, right? But it doesn't seem like they ever really made it here to the States. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it doesn't appear like they had any sort of motion here in the States. But just out of curiosity, for those who know, did the sex, like, and I mean like during the actual years of when they were active, not now. Like, now I know people know about the Sex Pistols and everything, but it's like in the 70s, in the late 70s, like, were the Sex Pistols a thing here in the States? Like, were people aware of the punk rock wave that was happening there in England? And I guess, was there like some sort of subculture here in the States that embraced it and loved it? And I mean, during, like, again, like, you see the style in this music video. There's people that walk down the street like this today. So again, I'm not talking about today. I mean, in the late 70s, did you see people dressing like this and that style of punk in the late 70s here in the States? If so, I'm curious. But Sex Pistols, boy, it's always a good time with them, boy. It's always a good time. Good Lord. Again, the best way to describe the Sex Pistols is just the youth of England expressing themselves. That's it. It's like, it's not even like good music necessarily. Like, the vocals are terrible. The instrumentation is nothing to run home about. But when you hear how raw, but that's what makes it great, how raw it is, how free it is, how it's just nothing but energy. That's what this music is all about. And I genuinely, I like it. I like it, man. Y'all let me know what else from the Sex Pistols I need to check out. Again, this is another band that I started reacting to, did a couple of reactions, and it kind of just faded away. But again, their imprint and their influence on rock and roll is so heavy that I feel robbed that I didn't learn and hear more from them. So if y'all interested, man, let me know. And I definitely want to hear more from the Sex Pistols. Definitely. So y'all just let me know, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget the 75K giveaway. Until next time with the Sex Pistols. Peace.